we lost another lineman, defensive lineman.
Yeah, I saw when he sacked him, and he was like leaning his wrist against his stomach that something was wrong. I was just hoping it wasn't surgery.
Well, the bad news is surgery. The good news, we got San Diego. I know this is like a trap game, but if they can't go out and beat San Diego, I mean, we've said this earlier in the season, but now the way they're playing, and they're playing with desperation and with motivation, whatever you want to call it, then there's something wrong with this team. Is horrible.
I think Daquan Jones is coming back.
There's a good chance he could be back soon. But, like I said, we got backups. That Pooh or whatever his name. We got two studs. I call them studs because they could probably be playing in the rotation on other teams. But I just don't. I mean, even if our defense is weak, Allen should be able to shred San Diego. Between running and passing, I mean, it should be a no contest.
I think they're on their third string quarterback with the interim head coach.
Yeah, but they need to just focus and prepare like they did for Dallas, and go out there and from the opening, first place, just punch them in the gut and don't give up. Don't take the pedal off the gas.
Just give it to Cook.
What's that?
Just give it to Cook.
Yeah. Well, and this is the sweet part about that game. I mean, we beat up a good Dallas defense, but of course, everybody's saying, well, they're built to stop the pass, not the run, because they're used to having teams play from behind and making them one-dimensional. So, okay, so if that's the case, but even so, now teams have to be more aware of the run. It means that they probably can't totally spy on Allen like they used to, they were so accustomed to, when we didn't really have a really scary running game. And it's just going to open up things, that's all. I could see Diggs having a 200-yard game against San Diego.
It's possible as long as we're not running the ball the whole time.
Yeah, well, and hey, if running's working and we're winning, they don't care. They don't care. They need to win, period. It doesn't matter who gets the points or the ball or the yardage. It don't matter. I mean, they know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. We went out. We make the playoffs. I mean, it's as simple as that.
If we went out and Miami loses a game, we're the AFC East champions.
Yeah. And they've got Dallas, which I can't believe Seattle beat Philadelphia. Okay, I'm just shocked at that. That just blows me away. So Seattle beats Philadelphia. So, Dallas now controls her own fate. And I don't see this Dallas team losing 3 games in a row. I think they're going to go into Miami, and they are going to be one pissed off team. Really pissed off team.
Well, they've already been embarrassed on national television.
Yeah, so I really think they're going to go in there and just, storm down at Miami. And
I don't even think they showed up to that game because they secured a playoff spot on the same day that they played us.
What's that?
I don't think they showed up for that game because they got a playoff spot on the day they played us.
Who? Dallas. Oh, no, that's not true at all because they got a playoff spot, but they want to win the, be number 1 seed.
Yeah, well, that's gone.
How's that gone? Who's
because
number 1?
San Francisco has it.
Oh, okay. Well, even a 2, right? Or is it?
They could be a 2, yeah.
Is it 1, 2? No, just number 1 gets the bye, right?
Yeah.
Now, but still, if they're 2, they got home field, except for if they have to play San Francisco, and they're horrible on the road. But I think they're going to change that. I really do. If I was a football betting man, I would dump some money on Dallas, giving points, taking points, whatever, because I just don't see them losing. I mean, I just see them so pissed off. I know Miami knows that too, but still, it don't matter. And then Miami still has, I believe, Baltimore too.
Miami might be overrated.
Huh?
I think Miami's overrated, but we'll find out when they play Dallas.
We'll find out when they play the Ravens. They have Baltimore too.
Yeah. So all they got to do is lose 1 game, and if we win out, we're the AFC East champion. We could actually get the first seed of the AFC. If Baltimore would have to lose a game or 2, but if that happens, we could be the number 1 seed. Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I know. And who would think, 3 weeks ago we were looking at death warmed over.
Yep. It was all doom and gloom.
You know, of course, now you got everyone go, well, they should have made the offensive coordinator change ahead of time. Well, hindsight's 20/20. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
You know, they make it sound like firing a guy is the easiest thing in the world to do.
But it certainly, you know, was the right move because obviously he's got a better feel for the personnel and everybody's on board with his game plan, which is huge. I was listening to an interview to Sean McDermott this morning. I don't know when it was recorded, but he made such a good point. He goes, you know, when you know, James Cook obviously had a great day. I go, but he said, it isn't all on James Cook. It's all 11 players on the field to make plays happen. You know, the linemen, of course, have to, you know, do their job, but, you know, the tight ends, the receivers, everybody's got to do their job. I mean, if wide receivers are out there and they're just standing there like statues, you know, they're giving away that it's a run, but they got to make it look like they could be the receiver. You know, I mean, it's so important. People don't realize, you know, it's just not on the runners. It just isn't.
Number 29, baby.
What's that?
I don't remember. I'm just upset with Jordan Phillips because every time he gets on fire, he hurts himself.
Yeah. Well, getting back to Jordan Phillips, okay, sad news he had to have surgery. Okay, that's bad. I get it. But unlike when, what's his name, tight end, Knox went down with a wrist injury, Knox could be back in a couple of weeks with a cast on his hand because, you know, he doesn't need his wrist and the mobility of his hands like a receiver does. So, you know, once that surgery's healed to a point, they could put a big old cast on his hand and he could play. So, but he'll be back before the end of the season, Jordan Phillips.
I don't think we can say the same thing about Matt Milano, though.
I'm not sure. I thought Milano was going to have a better chance than Jones, but now it looks it's the other way around.
And what bird symbolizes peace?
Hey, the further they go, the longer the season's extended, the better chance we would have Milano back.
That 17th game is a blessing and a curse simultaneously.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Hey, Candy, congratulations. You are off to the movie of your choice at Gibson Theater Flick Stadium 10 in Lancaster. Thank you.
Be a part of the show. Call or text Laura at 716-396-1041. The Laura Daniels Show on Classic
So,
104.1.
I don't know if Tim's going to bring you over on Sunday. But we're starting the festivities around at 3 o'clock.
874-2455.
At Tops Friendly Markets, we made a list and checked it twice. So get ready for amazing savings on groceries.